Hi, my name is Jeffrey Ross, and I'm the rector here at St. Peter's Church in Lewes, Delaware. Some of you who are members of our church know that we have been in the midst of phase one construction of our open door campaign. It has been continuing during this time of pandemic, largely because it's an optimum time to do it, and the governor has said it is okay. A few people have given us a call and wanted to know how things are progressing, and I thought we'd make a videotape just so that you could see what's going on. Just a word, this is not professionally done, although my daughter Morgan, who is the camera person, is very talented. I am not, so I will do my best to lead you through this. Behind me here, where we're standing on the corner of 3rd and Market Street, you can see that we've removed the two walls, one from the chancel and one from the inner side of the sanctuary, and have excavated down to create the new entrance to the church. This will be on the lower level, and it will enable people who park on Market or on 3rd Street to be able to quickly get into the church building and not have to go around the whole square to be able to come in. It'll also enable our art show to be able to tuck things easily into the Undercroft, and we're going to be reworking some of that space downstairs, which I'll be showing you shortly. In addition, you can see the steel that has gone in place to support the walls of the church. Just before the pandemic began, a number of you were able to come forward and see the tremendous crack that we discovered in the apse of the church. I'm told by the contracting company that if we had not done this work in about 10 years, that arch would have collapsed. So it was really a great blessing that we discovered it and that we were able to impose the steel structure to make sure that the church will stand and stand strong for generations to come. In addition, this space on the 2nd floor, right off of the chancel, will create seating for our choirs so that they're no longer sitting in the body of the church, thus creating more seating for parishioners and worshipers who come to join us for our service. So we're really excited about how this will all turn out. One of the stained glass windows that was in at the top of the stairs of the music door will be relocated here to the left side, just out of the construction range. And then over here on the right, bordering Market Street, a window of St. Cecilia is being created in honor of one of our most dedicated choir members, Richard Freeman. That work is still continuing as well, and we're hopeful that it'll be installed soon. If you look down here on the ground, you'll see this wood beam. This is the wood beam that was supported the chancel since the church was originally built, and it was on the right side of this beam that the crack was found in the brickwork. This beam has been cleaned up, and it will be reinstalled inside the church on the lower level, and I'll show you that when we go inside. So let's go around and I'll take you in and you can see what else is going on. Over the past week, a number of the contractors have been working on rebuilding the archway, and the wood that you see here is necessary to create that arch. But before we go upstairs, I want to take you downstairs and show you the lower level. Here, as we enter in the stairway by the music door, you'll notice that this space has not really been changed or modified. What we do anticipate, though, at the end of construction is taking out this carpet and restoring the wood stairs, as well as stripping the paint off of the banister and the woodwork and restoring it to its original character. This space, by fire code, we're not able to change the stair treads, so removing the carpet should make them a little more easy to navigate. In addition, by closing off this space, we'll be adhering to the fire protection code that is necessary. So this wall that you see here studded out will be rated for fire protection. It will necessitate a doorway here at the bottom with a fire code protection door in it. And once you come through this door, you'll have a choice of turning right or left. Let's turn right first and take you into what used to be the music room. Right now it's being used as a construction office, but it will be restored for the most part. And then in phase 2, we'll decorate it and create it as a place for grieving families, and also a parlor for brides to dress before the service. One of the things that we discovered while we were preparing for this space is that there was some wonderful brickwork included here, and we want to hold on and keep that exposed. So you see this little archway directly ahead of me. That archway on this side will be a mirror for the brides to use when they're dressing. And then on the other side, I'll talk about that space in just a moment. The doorway here will accommodate the arched door that used to go into the healing chapel that was to the right of the altar as you face forward. That door was given by the Med family, and it will be restored here with the stained glass and will be the entryway into this space. As I said, over here, this brickwork will be cleaned up and left exposed, and in here we'll have a space for a bathroom, including a toilet and sink, and space for people who are disabled. This doorway here, as I said, will be closed up. On this side, it will be a mirror. And on the other side of this doorway, we're envisioning recapturing these 3 wonderful arch spaces here and creating and installing the 2 stained glass windows that we are bringing down from upstairs that will be obstructed when the ceiling of the new bathrooms in the back of the church are completed. So the windows will be down here so that you can view them in their full visual presentation. In addition, this space hopefully one day will be possibly converted into being used as a columbarium space. These archways and the character are just wonderful. And as you can see, the exposed wood that is between us and what was the far end of the chancel. These are the 3 stained glass windows that were behind the altar I'm looking up at. This wood will be left exposed again for the character that it has. Outside, I showed you that piece of wood that supported the arch that was removed and replaced with steel, and that will go along here and still be a part of our church space as this wall is removed and opened up into the larger space on the other side. Just so a point of reference, this was a bathroom, and on the other side was TJ's office. This doorway again will be closed, and on the other side will be a mirror for the brides. As we come out of the future parlor space and we go down the hallway past the stairs, you can see that the sewer line has been run in down here, as well as the water line, and they have been installed this past week, and they will be covered up shortly. In addition, this is what used to be TJ's office, and the wall directly in front of me will be removed in order to be opened up. And again, this wall will also be removed, and as I said, that woodwork that or that piece of wood that held up the arch will be installed along here to support the altar above once it's removed. As you look through here into the Undercroft, you can see that we have removed a lot of the superfluous ductwork and other things that were down here. This space will create a small mechanical room on the right and the left, and will otherwise be shaped as a T, and it'll be used for storage. In addition, the art show stuff will continue to be stored along here, and when the doorway is open, it'll be a clear shot to bring it in and have it here on hand when we need to get it in and out each year. Work as another available space. We were really fortunate when we did the work and researching here. We used ground penetrating radar, and we didn't find any other graves that were there. Indeed, when we looked at the ancient map of the church, which goes back over 150 years, We found that they had actually reserved this space for a future addition. They hoped to build a chapel there, and so we were really lucky that we had that space available and didn't have to disturb any graves. If we go upstairs, you can see that the walls in the old chapel have been now removed and will be opened up into the sanctuary space itself. The organ will be moved up here so that TJ and the choir will be facing each other, again freeing up space down on the floor of the sanctuary so that we're able to seat more people. These walls, as you saw from the outside, have been removed, and we'll be expanding the space on the same side in order to accommodate them. And then, as I said, this window that's over here will be matched by another window that we removed from the chapel and will be putting here so that we restore the balance that was in this space. In addition, you can see the steel work that has been put into place up here, and also the carpentry work to rebuild the arch. They'll be doing that this week. And don't worry, rest assured, the ceiling will be restored to its original glory and beauty once the work here is completed. If you come along with me to the back, this is a big step. I can show you the work on the bathrooms. That's also been going on. As you can see, they've been framed out on both sides. We were fortunate that we still had these doors that used to be here downstairs in the Undercroft, and we've returned them. Obviously, the clear glass will need to be fogged in order to facilitate a bathroom. These windows have been, we removed the bottom of them because it'll be partially obstructed by the ceiling of this room, but we have restored a glass that will look the same from the outside, and you'll be able to have some sunlight coming in to the space here. On the other side, we also have the handicap accessible bathroom, which is similarly arranged, and it'll be wider space in here in order to accommodate a wheelchair. What's left to happen here in the chancel is the return of the baptismal font to the center of the room and the installation of 2 more rows of pews on each side, and those should be coming along later this month. So I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. If you want to write me an email or text me or give me a call, I'd be glad to talk to you. But I also hope that as you look at this, you're getting excited about the day, which I hope will come very soon, when we're able to be back into this space. In the meantime, I have to ask you for your help. Because of the pandemic, we have stopped making capital campaign visits, and we've only reached about 25% of our parish. As you can imagine, all of this work takes a significant amount of money, and given the constraints of this time, we have had some difficulty in raising more money. So if you haven't had a visit and you're willing to have one, please give me a call, and we'd love to set one up with you right away. We hope to restore doing campaign visits by the end of this month. In addition, if you've already made your pledge and you can pay it forward a little bit, we would greatly appreciate your help, because that'll enable us to make sure that all of this work is completed by the time that we hopefully will be back together. So please keep us in your prayers. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your interest and your curiosity about this project. And thank you for tuning in and listening to me drone on and on and on. In the meantime, please take care of yourself. Know that you're in our prayers, and know that if you need us, we're just a phone call away. God bless you.